Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about 7 things people who believe in themselves do differently. What is it about people who believe in themselves, right? We see it in the way they carry themselves, in the way they interact with other people and others in situations, and in the things that they accomplish. And self-belief in action is an amazing thing to see. And it's something that every single one of us should aspire to. All of us. The ability to believe in yourself is what differentiates successful people from those who are not so successful. In fact, I've noticed that the biggest difference between successful people and unsuccessful people isn't how smart they are or what opportunities they're afforded to them or what resources they have. No, it's the belief they have in themselves that they can make their goals happen. Hi, Maria. Good to see you. Good morning. So we all deal with vulnerability and uncertainty and failure. Every one of us deals with these at one time or another in our lives, right? Some of us trust that if we move forward anyway, then we will figure it out. This belief that we can do that is the number one indicator of success that we will have. And so it's a trait that we really want to excel at. We really want to get good at, just knowing and trusting ourselves that we will figure it out, right? Because at the same time, we very quickly become intimidated by this kind of change. I mean, it seems like it would be hard to change how you think and feel about yourself. We tend to stall out before we begin because it seems like only special people are going to get there. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you. So it's always like that, right? We think, well, that's for other people. Other people can do it, but I can't. Or I don't have what it takes. Or we all think that. That's our natural tendency to think, right? I mean, but is that really true? A closer examine shows us otherwise. In fact, you're going to find people who believe in themselves have a lot of traits in common. So let's look at some of those. So if people who believe in themselves, they know where to find happiness. And guess what? It's not where you've been looking. People with self-belief know true happiness is something that comes from inside, not from how many toys you have or how many digits you have in your checking account, right? They're really not interested in what everyone else is doing. With no judgment and even less interest in comparing themselves to others, people who believe in themselves tend to focus more on what they're doing. The competition just simply doesn't matter. They compete with themselves and they don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Successful people pick their battles. When you lack self-belief, you tend to say yes to everything, right? But the problem with that is if you don't value your time, no one else will either. So learning which things to say yes to, and more importantly, how to say no, shows the world around you that your time is worth fighting for. Successful people know when to speak confidently. So there's no waffling or room for wishy-washy statements in the world of self-belief. Your yes means yes. You use a phrase like I know or I can without even second guessing yourself or wondering if you really can follow through with what you're saying because you believe in yourself. You know, and you know that you can, right? So you don't have to second guess yourself. Doesn't mean you have all the answers. It doesn't mean that you're going to be successful, but you know that you're going to find a way through it. You know that you're going to find a way to make it work, right? Successful people look for the challenge. There's nothing like a little healthy competition with yourself, right? Self-belief means you know the value of pushing to get to that next level. To the person with this kind of self-belief, life becomes almost like a game to move up by facing the challenge straight on. Successful people know how to fail. The person with self-belief isn't afraid to try, which sometimes means not accomplishing what they set out to do, right? When that happens, if they don't accomplish what they set out to do, it didn't stop them from trying, but they take the lesson learned without making excuses or worrying about how it looks or anything like that. And they use what they learned to try again and do better. They come back, they evaluate what worked, what didn't, and they regroup and they go back at it, right? Successful people typically don't need the spotlight. When you believe in yourself, you don't need accolades, and you're quick to point out the accomplishments of others. Most people with strong self-belief are really pretty modest. They know their value. They don't need someone else to underscore it for them. Do you believe that change is possible for you? You know, one of the most foundational beliefs in this community of people who have belief in themselves is that you can become better, right? We believe that it's possible for human beings to improve. We believe that it's possible to raise the bar in your own life, even if the world around you only accepts average, because you don't want to be average, right? We believe in ourselves and we believe in each other. Successful people, we know that we can accomplish whatever we set out for, right? We believe that if you want better health or more happiness or a more meaningful job, that you can make those things happen. You can have whatever it is you want. And because of this belief, we are willing to test and experiment and try new things, even when we're not sure if they're going to work, even when we feel uncertain about what kind of results we're going to get. And if you don't believe that it's possible to make new things work, then it's hard to make any progress. If you don't have the belief that you're going to be able to make it work, you're going to have a tough time. You're going to have a tough time being successful, right? I mean, I don't care how good the ideas are. Nothing will work for you if you don't believe in it. And more importantly, nothing will work if you don't believe in yourself. But you can become better. You can believe in yourself. The amazing thing about all of these traits is just how easy they are to develop in yourself. By taking time to build habits of self-belief, you're going to be amazed at how quickly you become one of those fantastic people who really do believe in themselves. You just have to do it. You have to take the time, do all these traits that I talked about, work at them, get better at them. But bottom line is just know in your heart and in your head that no matter what you tell yourself, you can make it happen and you are going to make it happen, right? So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. So how about you? Do you believe in yourself? Which of these traits do you have, or which do you want to work on? Which do you want to get better at? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. Thank you, Maria and Anitra, for being live with me today, and anyone else who might be live who just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.